Hello and welcome to the Motivation Mob Podcast. I am your host, MW. Hey, Motivation Mob, MW here. Do you want a healthier lifestyle? What if I told you that one way for you to have a much healthier lifestyle is by thinking like an investor? Would that surprise you? Would you think I've absolutely lost my mind? Well, listen, you are already an investor. Whether you know it or not, you are already an investor. Now, you just need to think more like the investor that you already are. Now, what's an investor? Somebody who puts their resources towards certain things in the hopes that it would multiply their resources. Isn't that right? An investor takes money, puts it into an investment, could be real estate, it could be a business, and hopes that by doing so, by putting this money, these financial resources towards that thing, that asset, that it would grow their wealth, it would grow their money. They would end up with more money than what they started off with. That's what an investor does. And I'm telling you right now that you are already an investor. Think about it. Think about it for a moment. Now, you invest some of your resources. I'm not necessarily talking about money. What about your time? Do you invest your time? Do you have time? Is time something that you have? Everybody has time. We all use it for different things. We all invest our time in different things. So you are an investor in the sense that you have a resource that is time, and you choose to invest that resource in certain ways. It could be your job, it could be school if you're still in school, or university. It could be any number of things. It could be going out with your friends. It could be any number of things. But you have time. You cannot deny that. Everybody has time. Everybody has 24 hours a day. And you choose to invest that time in various ways. So you are an investor. What about your attention? Is attention a thing that you have? Is attention a resource that you have? Again, in the same way that time is a resource that you have, your attention is a resource that you can invest in various ways. If you are watching this right now, you are investing your attention here into watching this video, into hearing what it is that I am saying. You could go and watch TV, and again, you are investing your time into doing that. You could do any number of things with your attention. You invest your attention in certain ways. Now, wherever you invest your attention and wherever you invest your time are usually pretty much the same, more often than not. I'm finding it very difficult to think of scenarios where you would invest your time into something where you are not investing your attention, and vice versa. I'm sure there are a lot of examples of that, and I'm just drawing a blank right now. So you are already an investor, but how do you use that to give you a healthier lifestyle? How do you use the fact that you are an investor, and how do you use the investor mentality, the investor's way of thinking, to make your lifestyle, to give yourself a healthier lifestyle? Well, we need to take a step back, and we need to define what a healthy lifestyle is to begin with. You need to have a very clear goal of what it is you want to create. What is a healthy lifestyle to you? What is a healthy lifestyle? Is it eating well, or minding what you eat, making sure you eat as healthy as you can and you avoid some of the things that might be unhealthy? That could be a part of it. Could another part of it be actually getting some enjoyment out of life? that is a very big part of having a healthy lifestyle. You cannot have a healthy lifestyle if you are not happy. Happiness is a big part of a healthy lifestyle. What about your finances? Are your finances not exactly where you want them to be? Well, being financially free to do the things you want, that's a part of having a healthy lifestyle. Having a little bit of a cushion to fall back on when things go wrong. It's only healthy. Well, it's also healthy because it won't cause you stress later on when all hell breaks loose, because you'll have a little bit of a cushion to protect you from the stress that you would feel otherwise if you didn't have that little bit of extra cash. So getting your finances sorted out, that's part of having a healthy lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying you need billions upon billions of dollars. What I am saying is you need to get your financial area of your life in balance. Does that make sense? So start out with a clear goal. Start out with a clear goal. That's what every investor knows, is to start off with a specific goal. When you invest in something, no matter what it is, as an investor, you know exactly what it is you want to invest in. You know exactly how much you are willing to invest. You understand how much risk you are incurring by making that investment. You understand what could go wrong. You understand what could go right. You understand that investment and what it requires from you. And because you understand all of that, you have an idea of exactly what it is you expect to get back from this investment. Start with the end in mind. Understand, first of all, what it is you want from making that investment. There's no point investing $1 million in anything if you don't know what it is you want from that $1 million. Do you want to have real estate that gives you passive income? And I say passive for a reason. We'll talk about that another time. But is that what you want? Do you want to have that passive income from your real estate? Or is what you want to actually own and run a business? So would you invest in an existing business buying out the current owners? What specifically is it that you want? And in terms of your health, what specific goal do you want? And when I say health, I mean your physical health. Are you trying to maybe lose a bit of fat? I would say lose a bit of weight, but it's not weight that's the problem that most people have. Most people, when they say I want to lose weight, actually mean I want to lose fat. Your weight doesn't actually matter. It's how much extra fat you're carrying around. That's the problem. You understand what I mean? So start with the end in mind. Understand what your goal is. Understand specifically what it is you want to achieve before you even invest your time, your energy, your focus, before you make any single commitment to getting that goal. You first need to know what target you are aiming for. Before you pull the trigger, you need to know exactly where the target is, what it looks like, how far it is. You need to know specifically what your target is. You can't just pull the trigger and hope your bullet will hit the right target. Because if you just pull the trigger and then try to hit the target, you're going to miss if you point it in the wrong direction. And 95 or 99% of the time, you will be pointed in the wrong direction. And there's no point taking that kind of risk. Know where you want to go first and then just start moving. You don't need to know all of the hows, just start moving. Do everything you need to know to educate yourself, but don't just stand there stagnant, all right? So, but here's the other thing. When you invest, the whole point of investing is to get some sort of return. You don't invest and expect nothing back. If you invest in something, you are expecting to get a return on that investment. Does that make sense? If you buy a piece of real estate, you expect you're going to lease it out to somebody, and that person will pay you, whether monthly or annually, whatever the terms of your agreement are, but you expect that that person will give you money in return for them occupying that property, and that money will be, in the long run, will give you some sort of profit, some sort of return. So you need to understand that it is all about growth. When you focus your attention on something, let's take it a step back. When you put your money in something, anything, any investment, you expect that investment to grow. That is the point of investing, growth. Now, when you invest your attention, whether you invest your time, wherever you invest, whatever it is that you want to invest in order to make your lifestyle healthier, you need to understand that you are doing that because you want to grow. As a person, you want to grow. It might be that you want more knowledge so that you can become physically healthier. It may be that you want, well, anything else, but you expect that focus that you invest, that attention, that time, you expect that resource that you invest to give you some sort of return. So grow. Understand that you need to grow. Learn whatever it is you need to learn so that you can grow. Take whatever action you need to take so that you can grow. It's all about growth, people. It's all about growth. All right? Don't invest where you will not get growth. Even if it's just having fun. You can have fun. Fun is good. But that actually, I'll get to that in just a moment. But you need to understand that sometimes, look, investors make mistakes all the time. Ask any investor. Warren Buffett made an investment into a textile company. Was it a textile company at the time? Anyways, Berkshire Hathaway is Warren Buffett's biggest mistakes in terms of investing. Well, one of. But look what he did. He turned it around and actually made it into something. So understand that sometimes you will invest and not get a return. Sometimes you'll make a bad investment. It's just a part of the game. You just need to accept that there is always that risk. But learn everything, grow enough to understand what that risk is and find ways of making it as small as possible. And here's the last thing. Look, you need to diversify. Don't invest in one area. Like, if you are an investor, look, all investors tell you to diversify. Well, that's the advice a lot of people give. But when I say diversify, what I actually mean is don't focus on growing in just one area of your life. There's 7 different main areas of life that you need to grow in. There's 7 different main areas of your life that you need to spend some of your resources on, your time, your focus, your energy, all of that to grow. If you just focus on your finances, your relationships will suffer potentially, and your health could suffer as well potentially. So having a healthy lifestyle is about finding that balance. Does that make sense? So invest wisely and diversify. Most importantly, grow. Invest to grow. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know down in the comment section what specific thing, what one thing you want to take away from this video that you never want to forget. Alright, and as always, see you tomorrow.